Hi there, I'm Jane. I'm a fiction writer and welcome back. This week I lost my kitty. She passed away on Monday. She was actually doing fine. We had been to the vet a couple of days before and they told me the reason why she couldn't pee or she was struggling with it was her back pain. So I brought her home and on Saturday she seemed fine. Then on Sunday, she was very quiet. Back pain is awful. I've been there before, My other kitty also struggled with that. And so I was trying to make her feel more comfortable, with not only with her meds, but also with a hot water bottle. Then suddenly at night, she started vomiting and vomiting blood. So I rushed her to the vet. It was pretty awful, but I was very confident she was going to be fine. And then a couple of hours later, in the middle of the night, they called me to say she was not gonna make it and asking me to immediately go to the hospital to say my goodbyes, but there was no time. When I got there, she was already gone. I was told it was likely because of an ulcer. She was on medication. That might happen, but it's very rare with the meds she was actually on. So I'm gonna have to wait a couple of weeks till I get the final, I don't even know if it's a report, on the off chance she found something and toxic and ate it. But there's nothing really toxic for cats around the house, so I'm very confused. I do believe it's because of the meds, but gotta wait a couple more weeks to actually find out what happened. As you can imagine, life sucks right now. I have been navigating grief in my own way, like acknowledging my pain, crying whenever I feel like crying, and still like trying to do some of the things that make me feel better in a non-toxic way, like not just because I have been working, obviously. By the way, I'm at my desk, it's Saturday. But I've also been watching a lot of Friends and some YouTube videos, coloring, I guess. And yesterday I read a bit before going to bed. Today I clocked in a couple of hours ago and I practiced a bit of English pronunciation. Again, you know the drill. You type English with Hadar and there you have it. I got my planner right here. I was gentle enough with myself not to make any plans or be very strict, but routine keeps me grounded. Maybe it's my being on the spectrum. Maybe everyone can benefit from it. I don't know. Also, I took notes of the things I did because I've been feeling, even when I'm not thinking about my kitty or the financial struggles I'm going through right now, I feel tired all the time. I think it was just a shock to my system as well, like not getting enough sleep or whatever. So this helps me a lot because I remember telling my best friend, like, oh my God, I felt like I haven't done anything. And then I did work an 8-hour shift. I took care of the cat litter boxes and fed them, and the 2 of them are also on meds. Then I did the laundry. Mind you, I hand washed my stuff. I swept the house, mopped, cooked, dinner and did the dishes, and that is not nothing, my friends. I didn't get any writing done, so maybe that's where it's coming from. You know, writers write. It's April 2nd. No, it's, oh my god, it's literally May 2nd. I haven't written any New Year's resolutions yet because I feel like I've been putting out fires this entire year. New Year's resolutions are not mandatory. They can be a tool, provided they are not a burden. Now I kind of feel that writing a couple of things down would actually be helpful. So I have my 2025 planner here. I had some financial goals. They all went to hell. I'm not sharing those because they are obviously very personal, but I'm in no position to give advice. You know, I clearly don't know what I'm doing. But I'll tell you this, stop living paycheck to paycheck would be awesome. Because I've been struggling, or you know what? Maybe living paycheck to paycheck. Oh my god, Jane, how could you say that? Well, I've been struggling to make ends meet, so that might be the next step. I will do the math and cry my eyes out about it later, not on camera, okay? Then another very modest goal was to take some time off. I've said it before, I've been working nonstop for 5 years and I've taken time off to side hustle. That is cheating time off. But gotta do what you gotta do. It's non-paid time off, which is why I haven't really done that. But, you know, I think I'm on the verge of collapsing or like something really bad. I talked to my manager and I'm gonna be on vacation for a whole week, 9 days not working, and I wanna take naps and chill and watch sitcoms or whatever. So taking time off, check, because I'm working today and then I'm only coming back 9 days later. So this is huge. I'm a bit terrified because again, I'm not getting paid, but you know, you gotta be alive to work, so that's necessary. And writing wise, I had this because this is a writing channel, this is a writing vlog. I had very specific goals. I wanted to start putting together a short story collection. Last year, I wanted to write 2 more pieces and submit them. I didn't. I ended up writing another one, which is my pigeon/OCD short story I'm submitting. So I'm currently submitting 2 different stories. Haven't been accepted yet, but you know, I need to focus on that. It's a numbers game. I mean, obviously the story has to be good and well written, but it's also a numbers game. But I kind of chose lit mags I really like first. You know, everyone has their dream literary magazines. I'm not sharing which, by the way. You can Google lit mags and see what works for you. Keep on submitting those 2 pieces. I think it's a bit unreasonable to add an acceptance as a goal because it takes a lot of time. Most lit mags have a short staff and they are all volunteers, and it might take months or sometimes years. But a reasonable writing goal would be submit more. You know, it takes a lot of time. You have to go over every single guideline. Some magazines read blind, others request your address on the front page. So there's a lot of editing, not to mention making sure your work fits. Big part of that. Let's not just bulk submit, guys. That's not nice. That's not doing anything for our writing careers. I have already started putting together my short story collection. I have, I think, 5 or 6 different stories. I have 5 or 6 different ideas, and I've written a bit about each. And I already have a title. I'm not sharing that either. Sorry, I'm not gatekeeping. It's just that it's a very specific title. I chose a short story I feel like writing at the moment, and I've been working on it. So it's curious to see how I feel like I'm on the right path. However, given how crazy things have been, and the fact that my draft, like my Jane's short story collection, not the real title, by the way, document is all, it's a draft. It kind of feels I'm not going anywhere with it, but I am, damn it, I am. Keep on writing. I've shared it many times that my writing goal is 10 hours a week. You know, when was the last time I was able to write 10 hours a week? I think August 2026. This is how much writing I got done this week. Oh yeah, none. For the time being, I'm going to make some adjustments. So my 2026 writing goal is to write 5 hours a week. Oh my God, that's not nearly enough. So be it. Writing is a lifelong journey. Tacky as that sounds, I don't see myself quit writing anytime soon. I might get sick of submitting at some point. I don't know. I don't see that happening either, but you know, you never know. But writing is the thing that I love doing. So sometimes you gotta reset. It might feel like taking a step back, but I'd rather feel happy and work towards a goal that is achievable at the moment, okay? 10 hours a week is currently not happening. And as a consequence, I feel intimidated and I know I'm gonna be frustrated. So I tend to avoid writing. My new goal is 5 hours a week. There you have it. Oh wow, that was fast. So yeah, these are my very modest goals. If that feels like not nearly enough, good for you. I'm glad you have the time and the energy to write more or do whatever you do, whether that's dancing, studying, research, I don't know. If that feels impossible to you, listen, I've been there. Before having access to proper mental health care, I was in a very dark place. I had no energy. I remember at one point, I had this really big calendar and I would force myself to write something every day. And again, having no energy or focus whatsoever, I'd sometimes even write on my phone. And it was literally a sentence. And you might argue, well, a sentence a day makes a short story. It was not even a properly written sentence. It was just a draft because I was so desperate and I couldn't cope with anxiety and a lot of things. And that was the way I found to keep going. So if an hour of doing anything feels impossible, if cleaning the house, if showering feels impossible, I've been there. I highly encourage you to get help, professional help, if that's possible. I don't know why it took me so long. I was just convinced I was lazy and I didn't have enough willpower. And let me tell you, that's just a bunch of crap. Thanks for watching this video. I kindly invite you to click the like button and subscribe, and see you next time.